Hi, you guys. My name is Oshun the Great, and welcome to my beautiful channel. So, I kind of wanted to start making videos more like in depth of my gifts because I feel like I'm not vulnerable enough with you guys in a sense of like what I feel being a psychic medium or having gifts like I do, what I experience on a daily basis, because I experience some crazy, wacky shit that I don't necessarily tell you guys because there's some crazy shit half the time. Just a disclaimer, by the way, I feel like a lot of people have this idea of how psychics or psychic mediums should carry themselves. Psychic mediums are in every walk of life: Black culture, white culture, Latina culture, uh, all over the world, there are psychic mediums. There is no one way to be spiritual or one way to look or to act, meaning you have psychics who are the old and mature ideal of psychics who have years of experience. Maybe they wear the traditional gypsy look. Then you have the young, new school people who have tattoos like me, or you have the people who they deliver their work in such a raunchy hood way if they want to, meaning I follow people who have names like the Hood Witch, and they give just as much of clarity to your life and guidance like you need. There's no one way to be anything, as we are multifaceted beings. With that being said, that is why I want to include the life of a psychic in my YouTube channel. Um, but a little bit of what happens, this is like a starter video because I talked to my boyfriend about making a video based on like a paranormal activity series because I am awakened as a medium in the middle of the night by spirits all the time, and it's so annoying at times. Although I understand my gift is a gift, it is nothing to be like, oh, it's a curse and all that. It is very hard to handle at times when you're learning about yourself, when you're learning about the spiritual realm, and you're trying to be accepting of everything. It's just really wacky at times. So I'm going to touch on a little bit of what I go through as a psychic medium on a daily basis. Hopefully I can get a little more of a fun series for you guys where I record my daily life, edit here and there of what shots I get in the middle of the night when spirits bug me and shit. So stuff like that. But what happens lately, as of late, for an example, I am awakened at the peak times of night. It can be anywhere from midnight to 3 a.m., 4 a.m., things like that. I am awakened by spirits all the time because around those times I do really feel, a lot of scary movies say this shit too, but I do really feel that is when the spiritual realm, the veil is most the thinnest. So it means that spirituality, a lot of times when you're clairvoyant or you're psychic, that is when spirits can show itself to you in a very dense form, meaning it looks very human like. So with that being said, you can have instances where you feel like you're just going you're going crazy because you have all these spirits bugging you to get messages to loved ones that are near you. When you're a medium, it's kind of like being a light bulb for insects that want like when you have the insect killer on the porch that's full of light and all the insects are drawn to it. It's similar to being that as a medium. In the spiritual realm, all the spirits know when you're a fucking medium. So they come to you and they want you to be like, Tommy, pass this message to Tommy, Paul, Jim. And you're just like, dude, I don't know if I can even do that because for one, I don't know this person. And what will they think that I'm just telling them their dead loved one wants to receive this message or whatever. So I tend to deal with a lot of things like that. And it is simple like that. If you ever seen the movie Paranorman, I always say it's a lot like that. Obviously, I don't go around just talking to thin air or perceive thin air. I only channel when I'm doing work or like trying to channel my own guidance and writing it down automatically, things like that. But I do experience a lot of can you pass this message along type of shit. I can pretty much switch between my third eye vision and my physical eye vision, meaning sometimes it happens by itself, meaning if it slips into my third eye vision, sometimes I'll just see spirits just hanging out, chilling places. Spirit that I know that's in my apartment right now is like a little girl. She just runs around and plays. Shit like that happens all the time. Sometimes spirits are mischievous in a way. That's mostly when they're younger. They just want to play all the time or move stuff kind of things. But other than that, it's just very spiritual realm. I always say, as far as spirit guides go, they're very lighthearted and playful, more so than human beings are. Contrary to popular belief that all things in the spiritual realm are evil, it's not quite like that. You could probably have some spirits who are just like human beings. You have to just use your discernment pretty much and know who to trust, just like you do on the physical realm. Other than that, a lot of what I am into because of my gifts are like crystals, healing stones, because I do need that added support because I am very sensitive to energy around me. Something that I'm working on getting in this apartment is crystals to lay everywhere, sage, things like that. It is very much so like learning to adapt to that reality in oneself. Always having to be conscious and aware of what you may be attracting to you, kind of thing. But yeah, that's a little bit of how it is to be a psychic medium. Kind of is like having chatter all day. Sometimes you just have to learn how to ignore it, or just sometimes it's dumbed down more times than others. Sometimes it's just chaotic, depending on like moon phases and all kind of shit that's going on in the planet. It really is a wacky gift sometimes. Like, it's really wacky. For a long time, I would fear like, oh, how would I ever get a boyfriend or get married and shit? Because who wants to date a medium kind of outlook? But there's people who are they're either psychic mediums themselves, or they understand, or you have to find someone who is accepting of your gift, which is pretty tricky because you really have to learn how to accept it yourself first, which is I'm trying constantly. I think the hardest part in learning how to accept your gift as a psychic medium is just that it seems so surreal that one can have this gift, meaning I find myself questioning myself, why would God allow someone to have so much insight into the world? But instead of questioning it, I should probably just own it type of thing. But yeah, that's a little bit of how it is to be a psychic medium. I guess it can be kind of like having superpowers sometimes, because your third eye, you get vision sometimes. You get so much insight from the spiritual realm or the Akashic records. You tap into so many different dimensions. Sometimes I can't even take all the credit for all my knowledge I have. A lot of it is from the divine. Thank you, divine. From the divine. I'm just a vessel half the time to get all this stuff to you guys. If it resonates, it resonates. But I do it in my purest intent. Things like that. But yeah, that is the life of a psychic. I'm just like a regular person too, though. It's not like all spiritual and woo, even though for a long time I was like, well, shit, what does this mean? I have to just be a medium that sits in a tarot shop all day. It's not like that. You can still go about your daily life. Like, I like to skateboard. I like to get tattoos. I like to shop. I like to do regular shit. Like, it doesn't mean you're just cut off from the rest of the world. The thing about me, though, what makes me kind of like almost like a typical psychic or something, because I am introverted. I'm not a very extroverted person. But yeah, those are just a little insightful things that maybe you guys are interested in knowing. But yeah, other than that, be dope, be you unapologetically. Peace.